You know, we have a lot in common.
Yeah?
My ex turned me trans, and your ex turned you gay.
What? I'm not gay.
Yeah, you texted it. Like, there's paper proof that there's paper trail that you said you were gay.
She wasn't cooperating, and I was begging for the phone back, and nothing worked. So, you know what? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you're gay.
So even though JP already told you pretty much the whole story right there, he didn't make a thumbnail that was this explicit, speaking to the matters to be spoken to, and he kind of inserted it as a side issue into his materials, which are him becoming a comedian and performing and doing all the stuff that he does in his channel. So what we've got here is a specific reaction to what Julia published on the community tab of the channel she stole from JP, which is Healthy Junk Food. So we're going to go through it verbatim, and it's, to be honest, it's a little dull. And before you click off, alright, I'm going to give you something fun first, alright? I've got a Julia reaction that's going to be very funny, and with my experience on YouTube, we know that people click off before the story is told if they get bored. So I'm going to run the funny Julia reaction first, okay? All jokes, all fun, the whole way through it. And then we'll get to the analysis of what Julia published on the Healthy Junk Food channel, outing JP as gay, whether he's gay or not. The thing is, I know I'm talking too much. What she did was use YouTube in an abusive way to out another human on this platform, which is not what it's for. It's for entertainment and for, serious projects. YouTube is not meant to be abused to out people. That is it. So now let's get to the fun, and then we'll get back to the boring text messages later, alright? Fun first. Here comes the fun right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Cena. Okay, so a very feminine John Cena. Alright, we're only messing with you, Julia. That's Julia, and even though I thought she was cuter when she was a little bit heavier, we still think that she's an attractive performer of some kind and has sculpted her body into great shape. And let's get the feminine title on here. It's really Crazy Lady who makes her own homemade pajamas and then walks around in public with them. Let's play this garbage.
Congratulations, Julia. You're a champ. Woo!
I did it today.
Whoa, that's an aggressive stance. Looks like she's about ready to face you in a wrestling match or something. Which she could do because she's in shape for it. Really, Julia, just stop doing that with the pajamas. I mean, why cover up? You're in great shape, and that's supposed to be used if a gal has an accident, can't get to the bathroom in time, and you're covering up with that. It just looks silly. Just get rid of those pajamas.
Today I'm taking on a competitive eating challenge. Can I finish a 16-ounce burger, 16-ounce fries, 16-ounce milkshake, and 16-ounce beer within 16 minutes?
No, and the way you've put together this mess gives us no indication that you actually did. Because if it was legit, then you'd all square off sitting at the same table, there would be the proper countdown, and then you run, and that's a competition. I mean, this is all over the place. I mean, it's all for a joke. It's entertainment. It's not a real sport, at least not what she's doing.
Is it too much?
Even though Julia uses copyright-free background music, either from Epidemic Sound or someplace else, so at 25% of the time, I find a couple weeks after I post the reaction, I get some notice, sorry, cannot be monetized. So as long as she's just going to shoot boring footage of a fast food place with background music, let's just fast forward to that. Do you know what's funny about this? It goes by really quick. Julia is ranting and raving in front of this place while wearing her pajamas to indicate that maybe she peed herself on the way there, which is scary, and she scares a woman on the left. And I'm going to go run it for you, good and slow, so you get it. And before I do that, I want to be rewarded for all of my work, okay? This is a small channel, so would you please join the effing channel? It's $1.99 a month. No contract. And you get them all, including Julia. So please join it. And okay, let's get to Julia scaring normal people.
Screen right now, comment. Think I'm gonna be 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 right now, comment. Think I'm gonna be able to eat it all within the time limit? The world may never know.
Change that from the world may never know to the world will never care.
Unless we try. It starts in like literally 5 minutes.
Okay, Dad, look at that. Start placing everyone's order soon. Hey, might not take the chocolate. You know, they're all the same today. Strawberry banana, takeaway. Strawberry bananas on the round, cone on top. A sprinkle sugar cookie, a nutty donut hole. Looking like a beast.
Gabriel's here.
There goes Julia again, relying on her many boring brothers for content. Wait a minute, is that the same Gabriel? Oh, I'm so confused. I don't even care. Keep moving.
To compete against me. He's an instructor of photography at a high school.
An instructor of photography at a high school. There are a lot of jokes that I can make there. However, because he does charity work, I can't make any of them. If there is one I can do, Julia mentions his charity work so abruptly that there's no way he's gonna get any traction out of it. And she must have said, oh, I got like 3 million subscribers. I'm huge. You're gonna get a lot of money for your charities. Pfft, watch how fast she deals with them here.
Very talented. If you're looking for photography work in Orlando, also check out his awesome charities. Information about that are popping up on the screen. Someone else you might have seen before, and throw up a clip of him devouring a sandwich.
Did everybody get that? Some amazingly boring footage of some guy devouring a sandwich. If JP was running Healthy Junk Food, unconnected garbage footage of that type would not be published. Nobody cares. Thing is, Julia doesn't even care. She's just got a channel that she took from JP.
And just to be clear, I did not quit Healthy Junk Food. I was locked out of all of my accounts, and then a lawsuit was filed against me.
And it's got junk food in the title, so she's like, is this what I have to do? There's junk food in it. Where's my money?
Remember, breathe in two, breathe in two. Saying earlier that you're not afraid, but you're a little bit nervous.
I'm just hoping to finish.
And then you've been practicing.
Yeah, this will be the 3rd time I'm eating it.
This here is the amazing Wayne Alganio, who, after 2 weeks, can manage to get 1,000 views. So his channel does more poorly than this reaction channel that does stuff about Ken Domik and what's left of Healthy Junk Food. That is a caliber of performer that Julia has available to speak with her these days. And she puts him in the video plenty. Let's keep moving.
Within the month.
So you're ready.
I'm ready as I'm gonna be.
I'm just going in with faith. I got another competitor over here. This burger looks bigger now. I'm gonna
Hey, look to the left. Julia brought a grandfather with her. He's probably 96 years of age by now. I hope she pays attention to him for this production.
demolish this. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna beat all of these big ass dudes.
Famous last word.
Famous first words. I'm like a baby coming out of infancy.
Really? Given the way that you treated JP, and the fact that you hit this little channel from your 3 million subscriber on paper channel with 8 fake copyright takedowns in one day, I have to say that you can't take a joke and you're still extraordinarily infantile.
Bringing on the language. It's like a double Big Mac status, strawberry banana milkshake, peanut butter, and jelly flavored beer. I think the french fries might be the hardest thing to get down. That's a large tray of fries. But I did see somebody try to eat french fries in a competitive eating competition.
Did you just dare to use Matt Stoney footage in your production, and you refer to him generically as, I saw somebody eat fries? He's a legend. He barely ever posts anymore. He's half Caucasian, half Japanese. He's got a full Japanese girlfriend. His brother was funny and entertaining, great channel. One of the last videos that he made a while back, he showed everybody the giant house that he bought. He's probably managing his real estate, and you're trying to trade on his name in a non-reaction way on the remains of Healthy Junk Food, which you stole from an Asian, JP Lambiase.
Once and they choked.
Give me a burp, man.
The main thing that we're trying to do now is keep it all down. Am I gonna finish it?
I think you can.
I need to throw it back just in case.
We knew all along. Julia keeps a stock of barf bags because she's not really eating all this stuff. Would you please stop ignoring your grandpa? He's 96. Come on.
Gotta send some love to my very good friend Bartley Weaver IV.
Yes, the amazing Bartley Weaver IV, who, even though he has a huge name, gets less views on his channel than we do here. In regards to sending him some love, Julia, he just got married a few months ago, so you're the last thing on his mind.
It's been motivating me to do the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Challenge, which I...
Me. It is always all about Julia. Your 96-year-old grandfather is behind you there. He's talking to strangers. Would you please pay some attention? Thanks.
still have not committed to, but I might commit to.
You're gonna choke this dude.
Check the flop sweat that is underneath that bandana there, with Julia hoping that doing a video with this musclehead means junk food channel, musclehead that does food challenges sometimes, and he comes in 4th and 6th place. This'll be enough, right? These will start to go viral. I'll be on top again. I'll be having easy money again, right? Come on, you're a big draw, right? It hasn't helped either one of them.
This and all.
And maybe this is the first step towards that. I'm hungry.
Not enough.
I thought that was small. It's hot and ready, are competing. Hey, is there ketchup?
Our contestants will have 16 minutes to complete everything on their table.
Julia told the putz running the camera, I'm wearing these shorts for a reason. Don't miss out on my legs.
I love food, I love donuts.
The micro expressions give it away. That is the real Julia. With some guy in the background. Is that somebody famous over there? No.
Okay, we're gonna set our clock.
Oh, it started. Is that too much? No, it's not enough. I'm an adult lady.
If you were really an adult, then you would just leave JP alone and move on. Also, you would not bring fake copyright takedown demands. That's just kid stuff.
I'm proud and I'm loud.
More like you're entitled, full of yourself, play dirty, and don't care about others.
As I eat, the calories are going to be going up on the screen. This is like an epic mealtime.
She just mentioned epic mealtime? How clueless and out of touch could any hack be? My work on this reaction is starting May 16th, 2024. Here's the grab from Epic Mealtime. 3 weeks ago, they published something. It's got 6,100 views. 2 weeks ago, 5,400 views. 10 days ago, 5,100 views. And 3 days ago, the most recent, 3,400 views. I think I beat that. What is their subscriber count? 6.77 million. This channel has been dead and gone for years. Here is a documentary that you can check out that was published more than 2 years ago. And here is Julia 2024. It's like epic mealtime. How cool!
At least sign up for this. It's gonna get sloppy.
The action is about to begin, right? So ask yourself why the camera is turned away from what is happening and you're watching numbers go down with nobody in the shot. It's because Julia is not following the time of this thing. And when you do see her, she's already a few minutes in drinking booze.
3, 2, and start. Who's to say if I'm going the right?
Julia Julia is hitting the booze first on an empty stomach to get a buzz on, which is making no sense for an eating competition. You should finish off with that because it creates gas and bubbles inside of you. And after she gets her buzz on, she starts talking and talking and talking and talking, and everybody else just ignores her. Don't believe me? Stay tuned.
Where I'm supposed to be, I guess I'll mess it up again. Kinda strange that I'm running in circles.
Julie's beer is
when
gone.
No one is holding my leash. Yeah, I just make the same mistakes, and I don't.
Come on, Julia, you should have had your grandfather sit right next to you at that little table. Because he's 96 years of age, it's difficult for him to keep track of what's going on. You indifferent putz.
Wanna talk about
Let's go, Max, you got this. Wayne is already done with his fries. Almost through that sandwich. Done with his beer. Come on, Mike.
There is that guy again, asking the same question. With all the cameras here, are any of those people famous? No.
I've got 16 minutes. I'm competing against myself. This is really yummy though. Wallow. Bite.
Wayne is almost done with his burger.
Yes, he is. And with about 1,000 views with every publication he offers, there's plenty of people waiting to find out what he's doing. And he's being shot in the dark. And he's carrying the Healthy Junk Food channel at that moment, run by Julia after she took it away from JP.
I was locked out of all of my accounts.
I'm not making fun of the guy, okay? He's doing his best, and he's got a cool shirt. You can have that for less than 30 Canadian dollars, which means...
Those dollars are Canadian dollars, eh? Sorry.
American money, that's like $5. It's got a fun dog on there, and that's all he offers, one shirt. And that makes a lot more sense than Julia's horrible pajamas that she wants a small fortune for. So, kudos to Wayne. Great merch, reasonable price. Let's get back to Julia and her regularly scheduled disaster.
I was born for this.
Born for this? Really? If the views stay in the toilet, then we're gonna find out that you may have been born for something else if you want to have an income without a real job.
Oh, the bacon bits are really crispy. You don't need ketchup. I'm doing this for Bartley.
He just got engaged to be married 4 months ago. I know that earlier I said he's married. I don't go to the Bartley Weaver, the 4th channel very much, except to laugh at it after Julia mentions it. Thing is, he got engaged 4 months ago, so probably by now he is married, or it's like, a couple of months away or something. I don't know. Thing is, Julia, he doesn't even know that you're alive.
It's just a shake left.
Put down that milkshake like a boss. Wow. Holy crap, Wayne.
The man is busy, Julia, okay? Stop bothering him. He might win this thing. Just leave him alone.
He's almost done. Finish that 4 minutes. Come on, competitors. It's still an opportunity for you out there.
Okay, I gotta try this.
12 minutes on that clock.
He deserves $2,000. I would give it to him, but you guys are.
Remember this guy? He was looking for photography work in Orlando. Julia probably sold him a bill of goods. I have a channel that has 3 million subscribers. Then she publishes. And he says, hey, nobody called.
How much time do we have left?
11 minutes.
I'm not worried at all. Good job. Table looks like somebody ransacked his home. I'm about halfway done.
Do you have any comments?
Here was the easy part. I like french fries. What do I want? Cookie burger, cookie burger, cookie.
Please, Julia, stop ignoring your grandfather. He might have had a wobbly drink. He could fall backwards now. Would you pay attention to him, please? Thanks.
Actually, a good combination of flavors together. The sweet and the salty. This guy over here finished his burger, but I'm happily doing my shake. I'm full, but I'm not. But I am, but I'm not.
I'm full, but I'm not. But I am, but I'm not. Really, Julia, don't hold your breath waiting for that to be on a t-shirt with the cool kids wearing that anytime soon.
If I blend this together in a milkshake, it would have gone down easier.
That person there is asking, is this crazy lady Julia supposed to be funny or something?
The chewing part is hard. Are you still hungry? Hard to get heartburn. Good way to give yourself a heart attack. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna be so happy and best of my life. I don't want to give up. I will never give up. I will eat for 16 minutes straight.
I just don't want to do them anymore.
How much more time do we have? 6 minutes? 6 more minutes on the clock. I haven't thrown up yet, but I'm feeling like I should. I love this burger. It tastes like heaven. I like looking at it and then deciding if I should take a bite.
Hey Julia, what putts do you have running the camera? That guy behind you, is his back part of the show or something?
Great job.
I am feeling very much like there's not a chance that I can finish any of this in 6 minutes. I'm not gonna stop. We gotta tap her out. Mike's gonna finish that. I'm just biting into stuff and I'm gonna hold it in my mouth.
Hear what she said? I'm just biting into stuff and I'm gonna hold it in my mouth. Thanks for admitting you don't actually really eat all of this stuff.
I like the milkshake. I have to slow down, drink water, and think back about moments in my life that were good.
The best moment was when JP made the huge mistake of putting you in for a 50% cut because he loved you and thought you were gonna get married.
I love water.
Then somebody should warn Water not to put you in for a 50% cut because you'll go ahead and stab it in the back a little bit later on.
Because it has 0 calories. This is a cheat day place.
Ding!
I'm feeling a weird body high that does not comfortable. Ugh. 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 I'm gonna throw up. I'm not gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm not gonna throw up. This is... I'm gonna keep it. This is really hard.
When you get to OnlyFans to pay the bills, you'll be saying the same thing. Only you'll be holding something different in your hand.
This is really hard. This is really hard. This is really hard. I can't believe competitive eaters do this for like a living.
They don't, you silly putts. Even the top players in this tiny game don't get to buy huge houses and sports cars with what they get by winning. Even the biggest one there is, Nathan's, the top prize is 10 grand, second prize is 5, third 2,500 bucks, the next one down 1,500, and fifth place gets like a grand. When you're talking about making a living doing this, you're like Ken Domik, you're talking nonsense all the time. Dang.
Ding!
I'm not gonna eat all that.
We already know you're not really gonna eat all of that. We are used to it by now.
I can do the sweet stuff. We're happy again.
For the first time in ages, I wake up and don't hate
Oh, it's not
it.
the end.
I guess I've found some peace.
I'm just waiting for the timer to go out now.
Through the day to the heat.
That does it, Julia. I'm going to call one of your brothers to take your grandfather home. I don't trust you to do it safely.
How much time we have left?
Without shouting and screaming.
Got 1 minute on the clock.
Something new to me.
Can I finish?
This shoot has been a disorganized, random mess of an excuse for covering a food challenge. It didn't start properly. The body of it is a mess. It's like it's all over the place. And now Julia's going to finish it 100% fake. And she's going to try to bring in some faux drama of finishing at the last moment. It's all been garbage, and now she's going to deliberately hold on to this stupid bite and wait as they count down to make it feel like she just barely finished it in time. It's so fake. Here it is.
This tiny bite.
Alone without being
4,
lonely.
3, 2, 1, and that is time.
I did it!
I thought this was
I freaking did
thought I could control it.
it! I actually feel amazing. I'm waiting for this moment for somebody to like just eat so much until you don't feel good anymore. Finally had an opportunity. You realize
More footage of Bartley Weaver IV. Hey Julia, footage of Bartley Weaver IV doesn't sell Bartley Weaver IV on Bartley Weaver IV's channel, so it's not going to sell anything on this one. The Healthy Junk Food channel built millions of subscribers on the team of the quirky nerd girl and the harmless funny Asian. Now, Julia gives us the muscle man. Great. Just like all other muscle men. Thanks, Julia. Boring.
I'm not a competitive eater.
Ranked professional eater in the world.
There are people out here that actually freaking do this very well and practice for it.
Yeah, this will be the third time I'm eating it within the month.
I am not that person. I am more about the indulgence and the education of food, and I'm never gonna stop.
If you don't start making some big clicks on these boring productions, then you will stop. And you'll go someplace else.
And I would love to hear more about other food competitions you want to see me do in the future.
I know what I want you to do. Please say friggin' again so you can pretend that you're 17 years of age. Just like Ken Domik saying awesome, radical, and dude all the time.
JoJo's Shake Bar is freaking awesome. Enjoy it. Take your time. Milkshake was definitely my favorite part. I didn't win, but it's okay. At least I made a video that hopefully you guys can enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to support Healthy Junk Food, check out this French Fry Club sweatshirt. It's on shophealthyjunkfood.com. It's all about the competitive eating.
Note how she is screaming at the camera and the music in the background is going crazy. It's to provide a fake sense of excitement. While the contest is over, and it wasn't even a big one to begin with, and all that's happening is that the winners and the runners-up are quietly mumbling to each other as they finish up something to eat, and then they're gonna go and leave. It's so fake and desperate.
There's actually a way in this game, so I'm gonna figure out who actually won the $2,000, and if it is this guy Wayne over here, you're gonna know about it. I hope he wins it. The information is coming up right now.
So, good for Wayne. He won this minor competition, and he's got better merch than Julia. He's got one shirt, it's reasonably priced, and, thing is, content of this kind is not healthy junk food, so it's a real bummer.
It's always the people that you never expect that are gonna win the game.
Remember those words when JP takes the channel back. Now, finish off this fake production while you wear your crazy lady pajamas.
Congratulations, Julia. You're a champ. Everyone, you gotta see her eat.
The fan's hot as salt. No, but for real though, not mine. It's the real winner.
I think I'm the overall.
Go follow Wayne on social media.
Ain't over you. No matter.
Now that could be an authentic video. It's got everything. It has Julia, it's got booze, it's got Julia's athletic ability, it's got booze, and it's got more booze and 4 guys. So they all get liquored up, and then it's Julia and 4 guys, and it's OnlyFans, and it's where she's going. She's gonna lose the channel to JP.
What I do, I ain't over you.
I don't feel good.
You don't feel good? That is your conscience, Julia. Oh wait, you don't have one, so it's the food and the booze. Now, we're gonna do the stats on Julia's performance. She published this on April 6, 2024. I'm publishing the reaction today, June 8th, 2024. So 2 months and 2 days later, Julia, with the almost 3 million subscriber channel that she stole from JP, got 15,000 and change. Whoo boy, another giant fail. So now we get to Julia outing JP on YouTube, which is against the terms of service, and it'll be a little bit boring. However, we had the fun stuff, so now, after a little refresher from JP, let's get to it.
My ex actually outed me as gay on the internet. I just gotta lean into it. I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm gay. Like, because if I said, no, I'm not, like, then I look more gay. You know what I mean? So I gotta do it. But there's some perks to being gay. Like, for example, if anyone yells at me, like, I can cry now. And I want to rollerblade again, you know? Like, so.
It is May 25th, 2024 at around 6:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as I'm starting to do this. And I meant to go through all of these text messages that Julia posted between herself and JP. It's just that I've been busy, and there are others that came before this that I'm just going to skip for the moment. And I want to get to this one where Julia, follow the cursor, about 3 weeks ago, outed JP as being gay. And she did it on the YouTube platform, and that is not what YouTube is for. It actually breaks the terms of service huge, And even though JP is really smart, his rebuttals to this have just been published over the last couple of days, and he doesn't mention that this is, against the terms of service, and he's just sort of wrestling with it. And anyway, so let me interact, move stuff around, so you know that this, in case Julia takes this down, I just want to prove this is legit. So now I'm going to hit the read more, and bloop, there, and highlight it. And so that's me interacting with it to prove that this isn't just, a Photoshop picture. If Julia takes it down and says, oh, it was never there. Even though I don't like this, follow the cursor, I'm going to hit the like. So, 408, 409. So I just interacted with it some more. And I'm going to make darn sure that every word here is spoken perfectly. I don't want to make any mistakes. So I have to flip over here. And I'm going to have the machine read it. That way it'll be totally perfect. So let me just move things around here.
Alright, guys, I'm about to start posting my videos from my travels through Uzbekistan, Spain, and Turkey. However, I need to clarify one thing before I begin sharing these videos, because many people believe that the dispute between JP and me has to do with our personal relationship, when that is not the case. He tries to make it about our personal relationship to deflect from the truth. On July 4th, 2023, he called the cops on me and falsely claimed that I stole his phone. It is a business phone. The conversation between the cop and me is posted below. The cop instructed me to erase the phone because there was personal information on it that JP did not want me to see. Despite complying with the cop's instructions, JP could not accept it and harassed me for days after, repeatedly demanding that I erase the phone again. The conversation below illustrates why none of this is related to our personal relationship, as we haven't had one for years. Since he came out on Kill Tony, I decided to share this. I should have shared it a long time ago, but I'm an idiot because what's truly astonishing is that shortly after he asked me to keep his secret, he proceeded to spread lies about me cheating on him, among other things. I guess that's just who he is.
Everything that was just spoken there by the computer is what Julia wrote here. Okay? Not one part of it has been omitted. So that's everything that she had to say. And I'm going to continue to interact with this to demonstrate to you that this is not a Photoshop picture that is being manipulated. So, there, over here, follow the cursor. It says 408 likes. I don't like this, however, just for the purposes of interacting with it. There, now it's 409. And I'll move it around, and I'll just put some gobbledygook. She's already banned me from her channel. She's not banned from this channel. However, I'll just add some gobbledygook and comment. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been posted. The thing is, it's well, that's how YouTube works. I mean, they just leave it for you to have. It's just nobody else gets to read it. Anyway, I think I've proven that this is not a Photoshop picture. So, okay, this is JP. I could say the same thing by deflecting by deflecting simple question for two. Okay, so Julia says here, so are you telling the truth? Are you actually gay? This would explain everything, and I support you 1,000,000%. And JP says, please keep this a secret. And then she says, I won't, but just so you know, I support you. Maybe she hit the wrong key, because over here, she's saying that she is going to keep the secret. So, this is like the next day. So it's like, dude, it finally makes sense. It explains a lot. I'm not mad. I'm actually happy happy you told me this, rather. I know it wasn't easy. As I said, I'm not trying to ruin your life. I'll keep your secret as long as you want me to, and I'll support you 100%. So there it is. The cursor, follow the cursor. She says, I'll keep your secret. Now, whether she wants to keep the secret or not, on a personal level of telling other people, YouTube is not the place for anyone to be exploiting the opportunity they provide to produce content, then perhaps afterward you start to make money with it. This is not the place to out people in the 21st century. And the reason why I'm taking such care to demonstrate that this is real and not just a Photoshop picture, as I interact with it even more, is that Julia is going to regret doing this in a legal fashion. Not today, yet perhaps a little later on. She's outing somebody on YouTube, which is against the terms of service. So that's what makes this video, even though it is sort of boring because you just have some text here, really important in the battle between these two. Because whether JP, like, when she said that JP came out on Kill Tony, he didn't do that just because she said it. He was making jokes. And JP, if he was actually going to properly, if he was gay, come out, then he would not do it in such a flippant manner. It was just clowning around on Kill Tony. And that's for JP to do officially if he was, which I don't think he is. And, you know, he's saying he's not. He's just playing, you know, making jokes because he's a comedian. Anyway, I'm babbling a little bit. YouTube is not meant for outing anyone, and this is totally unacceptable. And well, what can I say? I got a block of text to play with and me talking. It's getting boring. So okay. Oh boy, I hate making these screen grab movies because, you know, if I make a mistake while speaking, I'm just okay. So that's it. Let me just move on. Now, for the entertainment of everyone, and as an advisement for Julia, is a cautionary tale. Do you remember Thora Birch? She was in American Beauty and Ghost World, and that was more than 20 years ago. And everybody thought that she was going to be a big deal. And it did not happen. Why? Because her father started showing up on set, and she also became problematic on her own, and she got a reputation for being impossible to work with. And so she hasn't been working, and the years pass. And here's a recent example. Do you remember the crummy movie Hocus Pocus from 1993? Well, they did a sequel, Hocus Pocus 2, which was released 2022, 1 year shy of the 30th anniversary, so why they didn't wait just one more year. Anyway, the first Hocus Pocus was mediocre, and the sequel was also, surprise, mediocre. Thing is, after 29 years, the principals in that movie don't look the way they did back 29 years ago. There's a lot of makeup and special effects. You cannot trust the movie poster. Guess who was also in that movie? Thora Birch. She was, of course, a little kid in the movie. And now, the reason she gives for not being in the sequel is that they approached her and she was busy with other projects. What project would those be? Drinking and staring at the floor? There are child actors in the sequel, just as there were child actors in the first movie. Disney is just following the formula. It's a mediocre production. They're making a mediocre sequel. There isn't anything special about it. If they all show up, it'll probably be profitable. What should have happened was they should have built the movie around Thora Birch. Because now she's grown, and the original Three Witches, that's all I know about it because I have no time for these garbage movies. It should have been built around Thora Birch. Then it would have had a legitimate angle. Because we at least know that she's got talent. She can act. No, they don't do that. She's kept out of the production, and they carry on with as bland a product as they can make. What probably really happened is that they offered her a tiny cameo because she's too much of a risk to have around. Because if she gives problems on the project, she's gonna cost everybody money and make a mess of it, so you can't give her a big role. So they probably offered her something small and she probably turned it down. That's what happened. So the advisement to Julia is that this is what happens when you shoot yourself in the foot. You sued your creative and business partner, and you took his private text messages, and whether he's gay or not, you did your best to out him. So you're becoming dangerous to work with. So if you were smart, then maybe you should let go of this fight with JP, start a fresh channel on YouTube all on your own, or get ready to be going to OnlyFans, because you're going to be missing out on opportunity after you make everybody afraid to even work with you after the crazy things that you have done.